Oh, hello, everybody. Yes, the second time today. Hello and welcome. This is, of course, your RJ, because who else would it be? And today I have a special guest, Steve from Chat. Steve, tell them who you are and what you do.
Hey, thanks, RJ. My name is Steve Sunshine. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing and the Chatbot strategist, wizard, guru, whatever you want to call it, at Chat. And thank you very much, RJ, for bringing me on the show. We've got some really exciting chatbot solution to show the coaching and training world, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, it is exciting. I've been talking a lot this week on the show about community and about different ways to do it, and really what are the principles that we're looking at. We've always, I mean, for the past probably 4 or 5 years, I'd say, we think of community as a Facebook group, and that's it. Mm-hmm. That's all we've got. We don't really think outside that box. And the reason being that everybody says, well, go, you need to do that. Coaches tell other coaches, go get a Facebook group, it's free. Yeah. But there are a lot of issues with that. And in, thinking about that and in strategizing about that, a brand new opportunity has come up in chatbots. Mm-hmm. Which is put your community in a chatbot.
Wow, that sounds amazing and difficult, but not for RJ and myself. Yeah. One of the things that RJ just brought up is that community has always been thought as a Facebook opportunity, whether it's just Facebook, your page, or it's a custom Facebook group or a LinkedIn group. And the reasons those are prolific is because they're free, not because they're good, not because they're right, not because they're giving you value. It's because they're free. And there's a lot of people there waiting for the activity and the information. But if you had to guess how many Facebook groups there are, what, 1 billion? Yeah. 10 million, 100 million? Doesn't even matter. It's just too many. I think I belong to 177 groups, and it's just overwhelming. And, what am I looking for when I join a group? I'm looking for great information. I'm not really looking to be someone's best friend or to build my network. I'm looking for the information to solve my problems. Sometimes I want to help the world, but 99% of the time, I want to help myself and my company move forward. So what we've come up with is a more of a top-down approach for a coach or a trainer to build his community, where the value is delivered from the coach and trainer instead of the value of the coach or trainer facilitating this networking between two people that the coach probably doesn't even know and doesn't even know that they're talking or know that the solution is bouncing back and forth between them. The coach has just facilitated them. And that's nice, and it's a good pat on the back. But if you're a coach and you're trying to build a business and you're trying to teach a certain way and share your knowledge and vision and mission, then you need more control than what a Facebook group gives you.
Right. You need more control. You need to be able to know that the content that you're putting out there is something that people are actually consuming and making a change with. The best Facebook groups that I've been involved in, and this was years ago, but the best Facebook group that I was involved in was a coaching community led by Coach Jenny. And it was good in a number of ways, mainly because that woman is just amazing at facilitating a Facebook group. But those experiences are few and far between. Most of the time now, when I'm, getting into a group, it's either a short-term class or it's, my 3D printer has a problem. Where should I go? The Facebook group? Okay, I'll go figure out my problem.
Yeah. Yeah, what I've experienced is it's really a license to bitch and complain. And it's usually the loudest voices are not necessarily the most intelligent or the most beneficial or sharing good and positive ideas. It's just the loudest voice gets the most ink. And if you're a coach and your mission is to educate your group, the world, or the universe, you need more control, like we said before. What most groups now are is really a spam collection of, hey, that sounds nice, go buy my stuff. Hey, that sounds great, why don't you sign up for my webinar? Hey, that's interesting, good job, why don't you buy my book? So it's a spam fest. It's people trying to toe the line and not go to Facebook jail, not get kicked out of the group, and the benefits are really minimal. So what did we come up with, RJ? Let's, before we show you exactly what we built, what are some of the tenets or the core foundational things in our new coaching portal platform? You throw one out, I'll throw another one out. Let's back bounce and forth.
So the thing I love about it is that the coach can upload all kinds of content, can be free, can be paid. Mm-hmm. The content then is something that the user, the person who's signing up for your group, can take a journey through, their own personalized journey, lots of choices, lots of stuff to consume, and they get to choose when and how.
Cool.
That's my favorite thing right now.
Cool. What I like is that it's bite-sized, consumable pieces of information. Usually you get information overload on sites and long sales letters and long webinars, and the consumer today has changed his behavior. He no longer is going to sit and read a 2,000 or 5,000 word blog in mass. You may get some people through and they may read a couple things and skim, but they don't have the time. So we've built a system that delivers bite-sized consumable information, whether it's video, whether it's imagery, whether it's text information, links, downloads, are all available to the coach to deliver to his community, his very close-knit small community, or scale that up to the masses and invite everyone in through the front door to get the value of the coach.
Exactly. Well, because it's a whole different design. It's a different design in that it's designed to connect personally with the person who's looking at it right now. And okay, one of my favorite things is, and this one is so obvious, I forgot to mention, this thing is not on Facebook.
Oh, right.
This community is not. This community is on your own website.
Right.
It can be, I mean, it doesn't have to be touched by any major social network. You can say things without being censored. It's nice. Right. You can also, I mean, there are so many things that you can do on your own website, including be able to connect with people anytime you want. I think that that's a huge feature because right now we don't, we really don't have a chance to connect with people, and everything goes through a filter.
Yep. The engagement of your visitors, your students, your members, there's a million names, is, a core tenet, I believe, of a successful coach is getting that constant engagement from the students and their visitors and their members and their followers, is that constant engagement, that top of mind awareness, that touch point every day, every 5 times a week or 7 times a month, however you structure your programs. The more that the student engages with you, the more they're consuming your voice, your message, your mission. If you build a course and it's a 5-day course, it's 7-day challenge, and you give them that value, what do you do the next day? Do you just give up? Wait till you sell them another course? Wait to send them an email, 12 times in the next 3 weeks to buy your live webinar that's going to get them into another course 2 months from now? You lose them. There's no loyalty. They are distracted. They've forgotten your message. You become one of many people they follow. And one of the toughest things in this coaching space and influencer space is people get tied up following and listening to too many voices. One person says be aggressive. The other one says be passive. The next one says be passive and aggressive. And you're like, wait a second, who do I follow? Which message is right? They all have value, but if you commit to 12 masters, it's trouble. It's
Yeah.
like, in marrying six wives at the same time. You can't be told what to do by six different women without going crazy. So, well, don't put yourself in that position. One wife at a time, one influencer, one value proposition to follow. Find the right one. Use them as much as you can, and then go on to bigger and better things. You may have passed their level of capabilities or level of influence or level of subject matter, and you need more. You need bigger. So you migrate to the next grade. You go from seventh grade to eighth grade. You go from junior high school to high school. You go from high school to college. So the same thing with mentors or coaches. If you find one that can stay with you for years, that's awesome and great. And we hope that's through our platform. Another major thing that we have built in the coaching portal is the ability to deliver content in mass to all the followers, and then individually be able to deliver coaching one-to-one to each member specifically, either every day, 5 times a week, on Sundays. You can personally deliver images, text, instructions, questions, answers, videos directly to one person. So you can record a little inspirational video from your iPhone that says, hey, RJ, I see that you're really getting involved in the program. I think that's wonderful. I'm here to help you. This is Steve. I'm the owner of the platform. Here's my phone number. I'm really looking at you doing great in this system. Have a great day. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to make sure that you're getting the most out of the program. Imagine being able to deliver that from your couch, from your computer, from Starbucks out to your students all over the world. This is a platform. It's a structure for a coach or a trainer to build his empire with all the facilities you need to communicate in mass and in personal, with individuals one-to-one. So that's another one of my really favorite things we built into the platform, is that personal delivery system and communication system to your students.
Absolutely. The It's the engagement, it's the asking for participation that often falls flat, I think, a lot of times in groups that are hosted on major online communities, is that a lot of them lack participation.
Mm-hmm.
People don't see a reason to participate, and some folks too, especially in coaching communities, sometimes people don't want to necessarily participate because everybody is going to see the answer that they put down. It's intimidating because it's like, well, people I don't know, maybe they'll judge me, or
Right.
all people need is an excuse to go, okay, maybe later, or maybe just I don't know if I want to
Right.
say these things
Right.
now. If you are asking the same questions in a chatbot, it's an altogether different thing,
Yeah, it's
because it's a
one-to-one.
one-on-one.
Exactly.
It's just
Exactly.
one-on-one.
What the biggest fear is that I hear from most people is, I'm really nervous in front of a camera. I don't want to put something out that embarrasses me. But if the coach and you have a personal connection, that coach's job is to make you feel comfortable, to teach you how to use the tools that make you a better person, a better business person, a more inspired person, a better living situation, whatever the motive is of the coach. But that connection, just like RJ and I are talking right now pretty comfortably in a video message, I don't have a tremendous background in front of the camera, but I just know I'm looking right into RJ's eyes. I'm talking to her. Everyone else who's listening is coming along for the ride. So it's, if RJ's coaching me or I'm coaching RJ, we've built a personal connection, And that's why I'm here, is because I want to listen to RJ. I want her feedback. I don't want everyone RJ knows or random people in the world to get in the middle of that. That's not what I'm paying for. That's not what I really need. If I need that, Facebook's great. Go communitize, whatever the term is. Go talk to the world. Throw your voice out there and see what comes back. But that's not coaching. That's not training. That's just talking. Okay, so our platform does a little bit different in that way. The other thing that, this past weekend, I participated in Amana Guy's JVX Live, his joint venture summit, and I presented this coaching platform. And the number one thing that resonated with everybody is that it's a non-technically complicated system. Anybody, if you can fill out a Google sheet, if you can put words in a column, if you can put your thoughts down on a piece of paper, you can manage and master the whole platform. You don't need to figure out how to build Thinkific, training course systems. You don't need to know how to build Facebook groups and all this other stuff. It's all very, very simple. And by far, that was the number one excitement point that I got tremendous feedback. And it was a small group, and I got 10, 15 meetings to show them personal demos of this because it resonated with what they're looking for. They need direction, they need structure, they need ease of use, and they need power. And that's the TrueChat coaching portal that RJ and I worked at and brainstormed for quite a long time. And, her experience for years and my experience for years really took all the challenges that coaches and students have with the current platforms out there and try to solve it. One of my goals in life is to disrupt everything. I want to disrupt because I'm tired of using the same tools for the last 20 years online. A web page is a web page, is a website. That's it. It's very impersonal. It's one to many. And I don't have time to sit and read 50 links and go everywhere on a site. Talk to me. Have a conversation with me. Let me engage with you, the coach. It's watching a webinar is great, and that's old. Let's disrupt the webinar business. Getting a Facebook group is great. It's old. Let's disrupt the Facebook group. Thinkific and the other training platforms are great. Let's disrupt that as well. Communication and personalization is great, and Amazon uses it like crazy. Let's bring it down to the level where you and I and every single coach who's small or medium or large can take advantage of that personalization, that one-to-one connection, that conversation is what excels at this point of the world in online, because the consumer behavior has changed. They're not waiting for you anymore. They want to talk to you.
That's right. They want to talk to you. They want to get an answer to a question quickly. Yeah. They want to find out if you're the person that they need to, know, like, and trust. They want to know that immediately. They don't want to read through. They don't want to sift through. They don't want to do any of that stuff. They just want the answer to the question. Do I trust you? Mm-hmm. That's what they want. And with this, with this platform, with these communities that are off of any major social network and onto your own, I think the biggest question that people have is, okay, so how am I going to get people? How am I going to get people there? Because people think that if they move off of major social networks, that nobody will show up.
Right.
And this is something I've answered with my own folks. It's like, well, if you have something valuable, why do they care what platform they're on?
Right. And the platform of the day, is Facebook or LinkedIn. New one's coming up is TikTok. And 3 weeks from now or 3 months from now, it'll be another one called, whatever, cheesecake. You never know what's coming. And if you look back, if you're old enough and you look back, you see all those platforms that left us. You can't build your business on rented land. That's the old adage for Facebook. 5 years ago, you could build a business on organic Facebook posting and drive good, significant traffic. Can't do it anymore. Facebook changed the game. A few years ago, you can use ManyChat and drive broadcast messages out to the world and get unbelievable click-throughs and whatever because it was early. Facebook changed the game again. They said, now you got to pay for it, and we're going to take away a lot of the functionality. And then, everybody I talk to that's a Facebook strong user, the first conversation is, how many times you've been in Facebook jail? Oh, I'm in jail right now. I can't get any access on anything. I'm getting really good at getting out of Facebook jail or getting my ads unblocked or my account unblocked. That's because you're building on rented land, and that land is always shifting, and you don't own it, you don't control it. So they're going to change the rules. So we've tried to accomplish a platform that you can own, that you can launch in a day or so, that you can build at your pace. You don't have to build this monster skyscraper. You can build the first floor foundation. You can start doing testing right away. You can make it look, feel exactly the way you want, your brand, your theme, your content, your structure, your pace, your timing of how often you put content in there. And even every day we're figuring out new stuff. 2 days ago, I figured out we can plug in live streaming right into the platform. So, you do your live streaming and send people to YouTube or send people to Facebook to see you, send them into your property. Why give anybody the reason to go anyplace else? Next time you go to Facebook, look at in the Messenger or whatever, look at all the distractions. I always use this silly example. If I'm looking at your stuff on Facebook, I see posts about my wife's son's friend's daughter's cousin's dog who just got a haircut. And I'm a business professional, and I'm trying to influence your thought, and I'm trying to give you focus. And there's so much crap flying left and right and so many links and distractions. That's not the way you want to do business. That's not when you go to college and you sit in the auditorium to listen to the professor. You don't have TVs going off on the side and people calling you and everything else. You need focus to gain traction on a message. Too many pieces of input at one time, you don't know what to think or what to do. So we try to get rid of that as well.
That's right. And it works. Giving people the time and the space to focus works. Mm-hmm. It helps with the clutter. It helps with 1,000 voices going on. And I don't know why I didn't see it before, but once we started to take chatbots off of Facebook, and they're still in Messenger, obviously, but that's primarily not where I work anymore. I'm working on these chatbot landing pages that help your users have some focus. Yeah. Give them the time and space to digest the message rather than be blinked at from 1,000 corners.
Right. Well, RJ, you brought up a good point about chatbot landing pages. Very new concept. It's one that we're championing. That's a tough word for me. Championing a chatbot landing page in very quickly is a single web page, all above the fold, very little links, if any, tremendous branding of your company and your thought and your mission. But every piece of communication, every piece of information and presentation happens in the chatbot. And the reason a chatbot at that level works is because when I click something as a visitor on a button inside the chatbot, or I see the animated bubbles going up and down, I'm focused on a piece of real estate on the screen that's 1 pixel by 1 pixel, right where the message is going to show up. And I'm anticipating it. And if it takes a second or 5 seconds, my heart starts pounding and it says, okay, what are you going to give me? I click something. Let me see what it is. Okay, let me read it. And now let me consume it. And let me act on the next thing you're going to show me. That focus is what you must have to move somebody's thoughts, move somebody's emotions, educate somebody. You can't do it with all these distractions. That's why chatbots used the way TrueChat and RJ use them, which is totally different than 99% of the people out there. Most people get blown away by how we view chatbots and use them as compared to what you expect. Most people think it's the pop-up in the corner. It's hello, I'm sorry, you can't find your password. Let me help you. Blah, blah, blah. Wait 5 minutes. Someone's waiting for you. Or that pop-up says, no one's available right now. Give me your name and email, and someone will email you in the next few years. Okay, that's what the old way of doing it. We've disrupted that with chatbot landing pages, which allow this dynamic one-to-one conversational using AI, machine learning, personalization, natural language understanding, more PowerPoint style presentation than SMS texting of "Hi, how are you? I'm good." Emoji, emoji, emoji. It's a presentation tool. It's a marketing tool. It's a communication tool. It's not a texting platform. We have disrupted the texting nature of chat with our chatbot platform. I guarantee that you've never seen anything like our platform. Once you see what we can do in minutes or hours with the magic of RJ's mouse and my mouse, we can build solutions that you'll be blown away with in such a small cost to what you would expect, and such a thoughtful and in-depth solution that you never thought was possible without the money of an Amazon or 3 developers, 2 architects, quality control, project manager, 2 videographers, 2 this. We can do it all with one mouse. It's amazing. I'm just so proud of the work that all of us here at TrueChat and RJ have done. It's a collaborative thing. I've been working with RJ for over a year now, and we talk 3, 4, 5 times a week, sometimes a lot more. It's what do you need to deliver more value to your customers? And she says, I need flaming logos, or I need bigger text boxes, or I need to be able to hide something or move something or show multiple images or whatever it is. We said, that makes sense. Let's put it into the platform. We're a software company. We have 65 employees. We get shit done. And we build the tools and the solutions to make RJ so proficient at delivering the right solution to her clients that she blows away everybody that talks to her. It's just we need to get the word out and show this more and more to show what the opportunities are. Most people say chatbot, they go, texting, I don't really need one. I don't know what they are. Thank you. Have a nice day. But if you said, you know what, I need to talk to my customers and my visitors personally with my best presentation. I need to understand what they need. I need to show them value. I need to win them over. I need to get what they're looking for and not ask them 3 times what their name is like Comcast does when every time you call and they pass you to somebody and what's your account number and what's your address. It's like, I just talked to the last person. Can't you be smart and pass the information? That's what chatbots do. I always give this silly example, but you go to a chatbot of RJ's and mine, and it says, it welcomes you. Hey, Steve, glad to see you back. How's that great vacuum cleaner you bought from us last week? Is it working out great? Just so you know, here's the manual if you ever need it. You don't need to save that piece of paper, throw that out. Everything's digital now. And we also have the replacement bags. If you click here, I'll send you 2 free ones. Or I can schedule you to get 3 new ones every month on our subscription service. And the visitor just said hi, and you know everything about them. Why would you ask somebody in the real world their name if you knew their name? Why would you ask them, do you tend to buy the top quality, best, products, or do you buy the cheapest one? Oh, I always buy the best. So why would you ever show them anything but the best in the future? Know your customers. If you know your customers, you can give them solutions. If you know your customers, you can treat them with respect. What we're disrupting is delivering respect to the visitor by not wasting their time, not giving everybody the same presentation. So the tools that we allow you to do really are the things that if you could expand your mind and said, how do I really want to treat my customers? We can deliver that. It's really obvious, logical stuff that we've taken from our brains into a platform that you point and click and drag and drop, not that you code and you program and it takes months to learn. And RJ, you got to stop me because I'll talk all day.
I know
No.
you will.
Yeah, you got to give me a signal. Give me a signal. Like, shut up, Steve. Yeah, there you go. That's the signal. Okay. I get a little enthusiastic because for 25, see, I'm still talking. For 20
Yeah.
years, I've been building digital solutions and marketing and for big customers, for Grant Cardone and billion-dollar corporations. And every time you struggle to find the right tool, and you have to cobble together these 12 tools to get one simple solution. Well, our platform, TrueChat platform, is probably 50 tools built into one platform that you can learn in minutes, hours, and days. You can learn it quick. Master it takes a little effort. And we know there's people that are great at PowerPoint and people that don't even want to touch it. So think of a chatbot platform from TrueChat as a really expanded PowerPoint. And if you think you can master that, then you can master this. Or you do what most customers do, say, RJ, hook me up, take care of me, hear my vision, hear what I need, make it come to life. Boom. That's why RJ's wearing a cape, because she flies through these challenges and she's unbelievably capable.
There you go,
Okay.
baby. I
Right.
love it.
Okay.
Well, shall we show the folks?
Sure.
Would
Let's
you
let's
like to?
all right. Pull it up on your screen. Let you
Mhm.
drive. And a couple of just general things. The demo we're going to show you is a new demo. It has some good content, but we're working on the demo content. But as you see to begin with, the cold coaching portal is right in the top of a web page. It's on a web page. So you can drive your traffic from Facebook, from Twitter, from emails. They can find you through Google search. You're delivering this beautiful platform. So I built this background of 5 or 6 people inspired and jumping up, racing towards the sunrise. And then the content is very focused. You don't see links all over the page. You don't see all this other stuff. You just are zoomed into the conversation right in front of you. So RJ, why don't you click a few buttons or show them
Okay.
what you see.
All right. Let's do news of the day. Is that
Okay, sure. Okay, what you're going to see is a content container. Okay, the system is made up of 20 different content containers that you can use. You can use 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, or 20. It's how you want to structure your content and your focus of your mission. So the news of the day content component you're seeing here is made up of an image. It could include a video, a text box of variable length content, a call to action, and a link. And that's the general bite-sized consumable nugget that every single day you can build content that delivers timely contextual information that your visitors are going to say, okay, today RJ is telling me about this. I can't wait for tomorrow to check in what valuable information she's going to be able to give me. That hook of fresh content every day and very contextual. It could be something about what happened in the news today, where you can structure the way you present it is how you view that piece of information or that world event, and you can comment it here. The news of the day can be a video. You can record a 1, 2, 3 minute video with your iPhone and drop it here. And every day you're communicating to your massive audience, whether it's 5 people or 5,000 or 500,000 people, will be able to click on what they want, take the path they want through the platform. And then one of the really nice things is that communication to and from the coach is that at the bottom there's a button that says contact. I can't really see it from here, but
chat? It says.
yeah, contact TrueChat. TrueChat is the owner of this portal. And for this piece of content, we facilitate the person asking a question or commenting directly back about this piece of content. So when the visitor, student, or whatever fills out the little question, they can just say, hey, great piece of news, or I like what you said, I'm ready to buy the program, or tell me more, contact me about the opportunity you just mentioned in the news. or whatever the visitor, member, or student needs to comment on this, it'll go right back to the coach. It can go back in an email, and it's also written to the database. So if you have a big community, you don't want a job of reading 17,000 comments every day. That's what you have staff for. But the ability to communicate directly from a piece of content directly to the coach. I don't care what the 50,000 other people that read this think. I care what the coach thinks, and the coach cares what I think. So that one-to-one personal connection is facilitated through every piece of content in the platform. You can respond and reply to the piece of content. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's keep forward. So type in
Oh,
something silly in there.
hold on, Steve. Got a
Yeah.
question here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Is a container based on days? So you have 20 days of content for the daily news?
Sure. Good. Great question. There's two. If you go back to the main menu, RJ, and I'll explain. The system, the platform gives you the ability to have 20 types of, or 20 containers. I call them engagement channels. Okay. Each channel can be one of two types. There is a date or timed container, which gives you 10 of those, which it's May 5th, show May 5th's content. And that's like the video of the day, the message of the day, the inspiration of the day, whatever of the day type of thing. It's triggered by the date of the date of the visitor. Okay. And then if you want to do a video of the week, you just paste it in the system 7 times for each day and change the container button from image of the day or video of the day to video of the week. So no matter what day, May 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th, they're going to get the same video. And on May 13th, you need to have a different video waiting in the database. And the database is a Google Sheet. You can build all this in batches. Once a week, once a month, you drop in all your information into the system by day. So on May 10th, I want to show them this. On May 31st, I want to talk about the end of month and how you end a month strongly, but I can put that all in advance. If you're trying to be very topical, then you may want to do it the night before or even the morning of and change the content. If something magical happens in the middle of the day, you drop your prices, something, the internet breaks, but yours doesn't, and you're doing different things, you can change content on the fly and it'll update live. Okay. So 10 content containers based on date. And then the other 10 content containers you have available are called nuggets or catalogs of consumable bytes of information. So you can do something like a member nugget, and you can have 50,000 different members have mini profiles that the user can engage with that person if you're facilitating that type of community. Or it could be 100 recipes to eat healthy. It could be 50 exercises to do in the morning. It could be 100 pieces of software that the coach recommends. It could be homework. It could be lessons. Really can do anything. So what we do when we launch these things, RJ and I, we'll sit down for a few hours and really strategize your solution. We work with you to build something that you can accomplish. You can build and grow and scale. What you need to start with is very little content. But then you need to start keeping it up. And as your community grows, their demands and their opportunities will tell you, what, I need to focus on more of these pieces of information or these inspirational things or these educational videos, because your audience is telling you what they want. And if they tell you, I want more videos or I want more cowbell, you better give them more videos, because that's what they demand. And if you're a good coach and that's the way they want to consume your message, you have to listen to your audience. You can force feed anything, but if you listen to your audience, you're going to connect.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about on my show this morning. Force feeding is old. One size fits all is done.
Right.
And, listening and engaging and getting people to participate is the secret to great engagement.
Right. RJ, click on the thought of the day.
Okay.
I believe I have a video there from Amana Guy. Okay, it'll load up. All right, here comes the video. Press play. So this is a way that, the thought of the day is delivered from a very beautiful, high definition video. It could be a minute, it could be as much as you want, but this is the personal connection a coach can have with a visitor. And now I can reply directly back to Aman because he's the owner of this piece of content and say, Aman, I listened to your video today. He knows what video it is because it's part of the message he gets back. You don't have to say, I watched your video where you're wearing a blue shirt and I don't know which video it is. He knows all that. And then you can respond with a direct question. In the video, you mentioned your new webinar that's coming up next Friday. How do I sign up? Or you mentioned a free class, or you mentioned a technique or a tactic that I wasn't familiar with. Can you expand on it? Now, Aman can answer back to them personally through a reply and email and get right back to the coach and the student can connect.
Right. Connect. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So click pause the video and go down through the rest of this.
Okay.
All right. Go back to the main menu. Okay. You see this container used a video. You don't have to use video. You can when you want. Click on the Google search tips. This is one of the nuggets. It's a unlimited number of content pieces. The visitor sees them all uniquely and randomly until they've seen them all, and then they can refresh and see them again. So this is structured content. Not there it goes. Okay. Yeah, we're in development, so it's still going. So right here, we're showing a tip on how to search Google, and it's just a quick consumable bite, a single thought. Now, this is what people can consume easily and remember and value. Okay. If this was, 6,000 words, good luck on getting that into somebody's brain or a certain part of it. So bite-sized consumable. This is not overwhelming for the student. This is not overwhelming for the visitor. This is value. So let's click the next one. There's a next button. Okay, it's going to pull up. It keeps track of which ones you've seen. So this one, Google tip, I added an image, okay, just to dress it up. And it has basically the same thing. Click on the call to action right above the buttons, and you'll see it's linked to the text link, the blue one. Yeah, it's linked to a pop-up of a document that they can download or save that goes into a little bit deeper. So if the nugget talked about a program or a product or a service, you can link the call to action to get them engaged. If, let's say, you have a guest visitor that's talking about a new training program that they're trying to sell on their own site, you can allow them to post into your platform and you give them a link, and it could be an affiliate link. It's a monetization play. So this could have been a link that was an affiliate that was trying to sell a product. So close that. And let's go back. One of the things that I haven't shown you is our personal training. So let's go, RJ. Type in the URL admin.chatbot landing page. Let's show you the admin of the system. Okay, and we're going to build a personal message to drop into RJ's account. Nope, not the admin one. I'm sorry, different one. We got so much stuff going on. Sorry, admin one. Admin one.
The number?
Yes.
Okay.
When you're disrupting stuff, you kind of forget which things you're disrupting. All right, so this is the customized admin portal for the coach, and let's build a personal message. Okay, so click on build a personal message. Who do you want to deliver it to? Let's deliver it. RJ, are you signed into your account on your on this portal? Let's do it anyway. Okay, put in your email address.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to drop a message to you. and then we're going to showcase how the message shows up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next thing, do you want to use a video? Let's skip the video right here. Okay. So no on the video. Let's do a text, right? It says, what do you want to say? Say, RJ, did you complete your course or your homework? Okay. Now it says what? You want to ask a question or, oh, answers. Again, I apologize. I can't see the thing. Let's post some answers. So let's create an answer. Okay. The first one, and the question you asked, RJ, was...
did you complete your homework?
Okay. Let's create yes, an answer of yes. You can put up to 4 answers. Okay. Enter. Let's create another one. Let's say no. And the next one, let's say, I need help. Can you help me get this homework done?
Is I need help enough?
Sure.
Or did you want
I need
to,
help.
okay.
No, I need help's fine. Okay. Now it says end. The button on the right, I believe, says end, no more messages.
It says enter next button or post the message.
Post the message. Okay, let's post the message. All right, so now let's ask a question. We want to ask another question. Say, okay, ask them, are you looking forward to next week's event? Okay, and yes, send me the response by email. Okay, so now let's close down the portal and go back to the main entry of the site.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. All right, so portal.chatbotlandingpage.com. Okay, now in the 3-lined hamburger menu in the top right, let's click that and let's go to update my profile. Okay, so in the profile here, let's use the pencils and put in your first name and last name. Okay, click, yep, perfect. Put in your last name. All right, and put in your email address that you just used to drop your message. Okay, click all good. All right, now that's done. Let's refresh the page just so it's the message will show up. Okay, now watch when the content zone or the content buttons show up. You can control the messaging up front. You have a welcome video when someone first gets to the platform that you can welcome with a big video. Now, as you look and see, don't click anything yet, RJ, the first button now says personal message. It could say personal message from Steve. It could say coach's message. It could say personal training, whatever you want that button to say. Now click on the personal message. This has been dropped from the coach, RJ, to RJ the student, just for our demo. Okay. It says, RJ, did you complete your homework? Did you do it, RJ? Answer.
Of course I did.
Of course you did. Okay. Well, I ask you one more question. Are you looking forward to next week's event? How do I get tickets?
How do I get tickets?
Certainly. No, certainly is fine. I'm just throwing it out there. Certainly. Okay. Click enter. And now the coach just delivered a personal message to a single student. And that message could have been a homework assignment, could have been a pat on the back, could have been a kick in the ass. It could have been an inspirational video. It could have been an exercise that they need to do. It could have been a review of their homework from the day before. Whatever you need to do, you can deliver that personal message at scale. Okay. So again, RJ brought up in the beginning, you can put things for free for everybody, or we have two levels, silver and gold, that, everybody gets 9 of the modules. But if you pay the coach, whatever price you want to charge, you become a silver level member, and you'll be able to see those 9 plus 3 more. And then if you're a gold coach, if you're a gold student, maybe you get 15 and you get personal coaching dropped in your account every day, 3 times a week, every Sunday. You have access to the coach. So now you have a business model. Use the platform to deliver training and inspiration and education to the world, and get them to want more from you. Always leave them wanting more, that they want to buy your silver program or your gold program. The gold could be a different training lesson every day. The gold can be personal one-to-one coaching every week. The gold program could be a personal recorded video directly instructing you from the coach, delivered here every week or every day or once a month. Everybody can design their own coaching platform the way they want. This is the true power of a mass system with personalization. The coaches we've been talking to in the last few days see a complete way to run a business, not just, oh, I'm a coach and I'm going to build a course. Every coach falls a little short. If all they're building is one course, how do they get engagement every day? But if you have content around your main subject, let's say it's healthy eating, and every day you're talking about different pieces of content, and you're saying, you're leading by example, the influencer model, this is what I do every day to stay this way, or this is what my goals are. Share your goals with my goals. So it's that connection, that personal connection. Okay.
All right, we got a question.
Sure.
Let us get to this. Can you add an emoji like an exclamation or change the button color to red so they know they have the message?
Great suggestion. We'll get that done. You can add emojis in any text button. All you do is type it in the button information. But changing the color, great idea. I'll get that done. It might take a week or two, but we'll get that done and put into the system. And we'll probably even let you pick the color. Okay, because everything's customizable. And it works perfectly on mobile. You don't need to have a separate mobile app. This replaces all that. And then one of the other underlying things that the platform gives you, it's a live chat platform as well. So that allows you as the coach, you can monitor everybody's activity from behind the scenes, behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz, and see everybody's session, where they're going, what they've seen, where they're at, how long they're staying on things. And then you as the coach can jump in and take over the chatbot and say, hey, this is Steve. I just wanted to jump in and say, you're doing a great job. I'm here to help you. And you get that personal chat going on, and then you transfer them right back into the platform. So now you as a coach can get that personal one-to-one connection with your audience live when you choose to. You can do it, once in a while. You can do it as part of you can say, I'm available from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock every night. Please, and we'll add a button that says chat live with the coach, and someone will click it and they'll have an audience with the coach. That could be a gold program, something to pay to have access. Everything is open because this is a platform that is custom designed, and you can say, RJ, I love the platform, but can you change the color of the button on the personal message? Can you add my picture here? Can you make this do this and this and that? Can you have a survey on it? The answer is always yes. It's a buildable system. That's the difference. If you buy Thinkific or Kartra, all these other platforms, you're one of a million people that use the same tools. If you buy and go and subscribe to our platform, nothing is beyond reach. If you need it, we can build it. That's what RJ does for a living. That's what we do as a software company for a living. That's why we built the platform. That's the revolutionary part. You can have your slice and do exactly what you want. Okay. RJ, if you go to truechat.io, I just want to show the sales page for this that kind of gives you some background on the platform. And this is ever changing, and we're going to be building lots more content and instructions and information. This platform launched last week. It's been on RJ's and my brain for a year, but it launched last week and it's constantly in development. So we're going to add more and more. So this is truechat.io. So underneath products, click on the first link under products. It's the coaching chatbot. Okay. So this is the sales page. And to give you some pricing, the standard package or portal that is fully customizable, everything you saw today, is $999. It takes a couple of days to launch. And then along with the platform itself, you need to have a TrueChat Pro account. That is a monthly fee of $99. And that's your real investment in getting launched. Okay, then you can add custom programming. You can, as you scale up, there might be some more usage fees for lots of traffic. We've charged just like emails. If you send out a base amount of emails, you pay the base rate. If you send out 10 million emails, you're paying a lot more. So we have a usage model. So you can get information here at truechat.io. And then also what I strongly recommend is you get an audience with Miss RJ. She will inspire you. She will educate you. She will nurture you. And she'll make you feel so connected to the process of solving what you want to do with your business and your coaching business. That's the key. The connection, the strategy. Without that, you're just building a course and then you're trying to figure it out. There's so many people out there selling courses on how to build courses or selling courses on how to build coaching businesses. You know what you need to do. You need to communicate with your audience. It's all about the content. It's not so much about I need a course. How do I sell the course? How do I build a webinar to sell the course? We are telling you that the right solution is to build a community of content. Bring value every day to the widest audience possible. Then engage with them on a personal level. Wouldn't you like to affect thousands of people's lives with great content, vision, and inspiration? And then your customers, your special customers, that maybe your silver program is $49 a month or $499 a month, and your gold program is $129 a month or $600 a month or $15,000 a month. It's that whatever you want to build your business, it's that personal delivery of the communication. You can, you still can do your Zoom calls, you still can do your phone calls, but you're focusing the attention on a place for them to go every day. It's the 5 minutes in the morning to get your day started right. It's the inspiration at night to have great dreams. It's the I'm in trouble in the middle of the day. I need a pat on the back, a spark, a piece of information, a solution that I remember was on the platform. You go to it in the middle of the day. It's a destination. It's a connection. Those are the things that make this revolutionary. If you go to your Facebook group and you go to the top of the wall, you have no idea what you're going to see. You're going to wade through a bunch of shit. You're going to wade through a couple of nice things. You're going to see people arguing with each other, and it's just waste of your time, in my opinion. If I could sit there and say, I need inspiration from RJ's coaching portal, she's the one I want to listen to. I don't care about her other 80 followers that are at all different stages in the world. I want to follow RJ's lead, what she is leading me towards. That's what the platform does. That's how much it basically costs. The best thing that we can offer, RJ and I, is the strategy, is the enlightenment of what you can do. And then you decide how you want to build it. I've been talking to fitness trainers, to holistic trainers. I've been talking to sales trainers. I've been talking to people with coaching software and all this different stuff. This platform is adaptable to anyone. It could be used for an association, an organization. It could be a joint venture between let's say 5 different disciplines of healers or nutritionists. I talked to it for 4 hours with a nurse on the weekend of how she's going to deliver nursing information and logical things to help raise your kids and your family and everything else. She's going to build it on this portal from scratch. She doesn't even know how to get in the coaching game. She knows she has a passion. I just talked to another lady yesterday for a couple of hours on how she wants to deliver, this holistic medicine at scale that have all these different opportunities and medicines and paths and treatments, but one place for the destination. And she goes, I've been searching for 2 years on how to do this. I've talked to 1,000 people, but Steve, you're the first person that has a plan from A to Z. So this is what RJ and I are offering. RJ, why don't you tell them about your contact information? I know most of these people know you and love you, but first step is to reach out to RJ. Talk to her. If the way RJ and I work together, she's a certified partner of TrueChat. We funnel a lot of business through to her. She brings a lot of business to TrueChat. It's a wonderful relationship. It's a very mutually beneficial relationship. But RJ is the point of contact on this. Reach out to her directly and talk about what strategy will work for you. A non-technical, easy to launch, fixed cost, flexible system that can deliver mass amount of information, customized, branded, themed, that can also deliver personal one-to-one coaching that you can put in your live streams. It has a built-in email platform so you can reach out to your customers or students or visitors and nudge them every now and then. But you're building a destination portal for your vision, information, inspiration that your students can follow. The big question I always ask is 6 months down the road, what if you had 10,000 people waiting for your information tomorrow? Do you think you can monetize it? Do you think you can influence their behavior? Do you think you can bring value to them? And everybody we've talked to, it's yes, yes, and yes. Now let's execute. Let's deliver. I'm exhausted in talking right now.
All right, my friend.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to take a breath any moment now.
Yes.
So let's wrap up. We've been going just a bit over an hour. Right. I know that y'all have lots to do, but honestly, why don't you give me a little ping? If you are interested, be one of the first, because this is brand new, and I want to see everybody get one that wants one, because it's such a disruptor, as Steve said. It's not just another Facebook community. It's so much more than that. And the power of it, if that power of it is matched to what you want to do in the world, there's nothing that you can't do in the world. Mm-hmm. So get a hold of me, my friends. I threw my email address in there. If you didn't catch it, it's rj@blackbeltbots.com. And get a hold of me. Let's make a little appointment. And in fact, let me throw my link for an appointment in there too. Forgot that. Boop. That's that'll get you a strategy session with me.
RJ, why don't you tell them the links too? Because if we're going to share this video, they may not see the chat area in the side.
For sure.
Okay.
So if you want a strategy session with me, folks, it's very, very simple. Type in your browser, meetrj.com.
That's too easy.
I know, baby. Let's get you a connection community. Mm-hmm. Let's get you something that will help your coaching exceed all expectations, if you will. And that's it for us today. We'll be back. We'll be back, because there's always something brewing underneath the hood at TrueChat. And thank you for being here with us. So, my friends, that's all for today. We will see you in a bot.
Thank you so much. Thanks, RJ. You're great.
Bye.
Bye.